Yeah, guys, you welcome back. That one is Victoni and Ashakir. He's called Stubborn. Like I told you, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a guest in the studio with us, and it's only right that I bring him on the mic now. He goes by the name Yemi. How you doing, bro? Thanks for coming on the show today.
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Of course.
Yeah, you're the famous Yemi. Listen, guys, it's only right I do the right introduction for you. Guys, listen, we don't have just an honorary person here. We have Yemi, two-time natural men's physique champion, founder of YEMZ Fitness coaching and transformation coach, and the creator and author of Strong Roots, the African Food Fitness Guide. Yeah. Listen, guys, we've got a big guest in the studio with us today, and I want to say thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And listen, we're gonna go light with you, but we've got a lot of questions. Listen, a lot of us, who we go on Instagram and the internet and scroll through, fitness pages and whatnot. I said it's only right that we have someone that we can actually ask these questions and know what's going on in the fitness industry. How you doing today, though?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here. Now, first and foremost, where are you from in Dublin? Or are you from outside Dublin?
No, I'm from Dublin. Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't born in Dublin, but I'm from Dublin. Lived in Dublin for about 20 years.
Oh, man. What area are you from in Dublin?
Originally North Dublin.
Oh, not Dublin.
So you can tell in my accent's a little bit posh. It's a little bit city centre.
Yeah. It's just calm, though. It's calm. Yeah. Like I said, it's a pleasure to have you in here. And, before we go straight into the book, we're going to lighten things up, and, we're going to ask a few questions. Obviously, a lot of people, guys, listen, if you guys see a lot of people in the industry, doing this transformation and losing weight, it's no one other than YEMZ, He's the guy who's putting everyone on the diet plan. They're in the gym from Tunde, who's Simba, the producer, and you also had I think you had a little fitness Saturday event. A lot of people were there. I seen that. I said, "Rah, this is really, really interesting."
Yeah,
I like what you're doing the Lord's work. You're like a pastor. The difference is you're doing it with fitness.
Yeah.
So like I said, to go in light, obviously you're Nigerian, I believe.
I am indeed.
Yeah. Okay. And you're one of the things I feel like people say about you is you're not just about the gym work. You're also about the diet plan, and all that. So my question for you, just to lighten up the room, is which one has got less calories in it? Nigerian jollof or Ghanaian jollof?
Oh, I'm gonna say Nigerian jollof.
Okay, guys, there you go.
There's a lot that goes into
yeah.
Ghanaian jollof.
Listen. You got the right answer. You gave us the perfect answer that we were expecting. Yeah. So tell us who Yemi is. How did the journey into fitness start? Because a little rumor, I could be wrong, but I heard you're also a doctor.
I am indeed, yeah.
Raw.
Yeah.
Hey, you're doing the Lord's work, You're trying to make sure everyone doesn't end up, on the wrong side. No, that is nice.
Yeah.
So, from today onwards, I've got a thing, right? I always give people names. I'm not going to call you YEMZ Fitness. I have to call you Dr. Yemi.
Okay.
You're doing the Lord's work. Dr. Yemi is treating people.
I love it.
So let us know, how did it start for you?
Yeah, so I always had a sporting background since the age of 8 years old. I was always into football, and if he asked me back then what I wanted to be when I was older, I would say a football player. And always into sport, always into my fitness. I saw it as an outlet. I kind of thought it made me a better person as well, in terms of how regimented I was, how disciplined I was, and it gave me something to strive towards. So from a young age, I was always very hardworking. There was a point then when I stopped playing football, and I kind of searched for something that I wanted to put all my hard work into, in terms of the fitness and the sporting scene. So I just got into the gym, wanted to, of course, build a bit of muscle as well.
Yeah.
So I did build the muscle, and then I started bodybuilding. I did my first competition at about, I think, 21 years old, in the juniors category, and I think I just fell in love with bodybuilding from there. In the meanwhile as well, I was actually in college. I was studying to be a PhD researcher, because one thing about me is I love impact, right? And if I can impact people with the knowledge I have or what I do, I'll most definitely do that. So I pretty much completed education, did my PhD in medicinal chemistry.
Oh, nice.
And I worked in an area that I was really passionate about. It was discovering antiparasitic agents, against diseases that are plaguing developing countries like malaria, African sickness. So it was a long haul. I spent 8 years in college, but it was definitely worth it. At the end, I got my doctorate, and then that time as well, I got my personal training license, and then I started coaching people. So it was like I was doing two things that I really loved,
Yeah.
and I was able to impact so many
So
people.
I like the fact you mentioned license.
Yeah.
I didn't know you need to get a license because you see, I'm the kind of guy who I see certain people get in the gym, it's working for them. All of a sudden, they're like, "Yo, I'm a PT."
Yeah,
And I'm like, yo, what's going on here, brother? And obviously with social media, a lot of people are saying, I know there's always people making videos where they're like, listen, it doesn't look as good as you think. They're doing things to their pictures or whatnot. It's nice to know you got the raw.
Yeah,
nah,
most definitely. Have to be
we applaud you on that one.
Thank you,
Dr.
thank you.
Yemi's got the license. He's just not a random guy teaching people how to do things in the gym.
Yeah, there's a lot of that online, but you gotta go to the right people.
No, definitely. You know what you said, applaud you on that. Go to the right people, because I think I first came across your page as, a guy who does fitness and whatnot. And there's a good few people, of color in the country who do it. And, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're doing their thing, fair play to them. And out of nowhere, your name started going around. It's like there was a wave of, there's this guy. I remember, I think it started with Midday. He was like, then he posted a picture and he's like tagging you. And then I think Simba also done it, and I believe Hassan also done it. I was like, what is going on? Who's this guy? And I was seeing the results, and I talked to Tunde a lot, and he told me it's not just about the gym. Like, he actually puts you on a diet plan and whatnot, So, I want to applaud you on that. But give us a insight on how it works. Because see me, right? I've been trying gym for a long time. I'll be honest. But I don't know if it's down to like people or what it is I struggle with the online PT kind of thing. I feel like I'm good. If you put me in a camp with someone for like 10 weeks, I would do the transformation. But there's something about you where you do the online thing, but it works. How do you do that?
Yeah, because with the whole fitness thing, right, and if your goal is to transform your physique, transform your health, a lot of people think that for you to be able to do that, you need to get into the gym. And if you're not in the gym, you just won't achieve it. There's a lot of things that you do in your day-to-day, your lifestyle, that allows you to achieve that thing. The gym is pretty much just for maintaining muscle mass, getting stronger. When it comes to dropping body fat, maintaining good health, things like your sleep, things like your daily activity, like your step count, things like your diet, things like your recovery, things like your stress. People very much underestimate those things, and those are the things that are actually going to push you towards that goal. The gym is to get strong, build muscle, and of course it's for enjoyment as well. It's that outlet that you need kind of like on a weekly basis. Like, I have people on my team at the moment now. I'm not really going to the gym.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I give them home workouts here and there, but I make sure the non-negotiables, like their diet, their sleep, their recovery, is all in check, and they're able to lose a ton of weight and feel so much better about themselves. So I think if you ask everybody on my team, they'll tell you that, Jesus, I've learned a lot just from being with me, and that is my goal as a coach. I'm not just one of those coaches that will transform your physique, give you things to do without actually explaining why these things are important, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to coach people forever. They need this information, and I give them that information
to go on and basically, keep up the lifestyle.
Yeah,
like I said, your testimony is strong. I've heard a lot of people say, listen, he's really good, he's this and that. And I was like, raw. Like, he must be good if it's walking. And when I heard you said people who don't even go to the gym, but you're their PT, and I'm like, right, that is impressive. Now, it's like, I'm so glad that you're a doctor, because, I feel like your opinion of this is gonna be on a balanced, whereby you have a medical background. So what's your take on Zembic? Because here's what I want to understand, right? Is I hear a lot of people say they want to take it just to like give them a head start into like losing weight. What's your, because I mean, you do research, you got a PhD, so you're the perfect. Listen, guys, if you're listening right now, get your pen and paper, because this is about the best you're gonna get of this information.
I mean, when it comes to that, I think it's useful for people who are on the right hand side of the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Who are like obese. They're pre-diabetic. They're just, there's so many health complications, and it gives them the kickstart to then lose the weight because it allows you to lose weight quite rapidly.
Yeah.
But if somebody who is just kind of like maintaining a normal lifestyle, their health is in check, to take something like that is very, very bad. For you to actually lose weight at a really, really rapid pace is quite bad if you're not on the right-hand side of the spectrum. If you're just kind of like a general population, you just kind of want to lose weight. So I would recommend, first of all, taking care of the non-negotiables, taking care of the things that matter. Like, are you sleeping well? Are you eating well? Are you moving regularly on a day-to-day? Once you have those things in check, the weight will come off over time. If you go for a quick fix, those quick fixes are never sustainable. You can't be taking that for the rest of your life. It's just not healthy to be doing something like that. So take care of those things. And if it's a case where your health is compromised and you need something rapidly before it deteriorates very quickly, I mean, I would go ahead.
Yeah. So
of course, seek medical
advice. Don't go turkey.
Yeah.
So what's one thing, what is one thing you feel like as human beings, that one exercise that we need to do, like, just like for someone who wants to lose weight, but they're like, they don't like walking, they don't want to go to the gym. What's one thing you think they can do just to kickstart that process of trying to lose weight?
Yes, there's multiple things, right? Sport for one. Because it's one of those things where you don't even feel like you're exercising.
Yeah.
So find something that you really enjoy and
join
you can
a
stay
sport
committed
club,
to.
something like that.
Like a team sport as well, because you have to be there for training, for matches and stuff like that. It kind of holds you accountable, and it's something that's quite sustainable. So a sport for one, and number two, kind of like resistance training. It doesn't have to be in the gym. If you grab yourself a pair of bands, some dumbbells, have a home. Like, actually doing resistance training actually burns more calories than, for example, people think, like cardio, for example. So, the recovery process of you tearing muscle fibers actually burns more calories than you actually running on a treadmill or going outside for a run. So, resistance training, sports, find something that you enjoy. Like, it doesn't have to be an intense program. And, none of my guys that are kind of like lifestyle are on an extremely intense program. They're on one that they enjoy, they feel stronger at, and they're achieving results at the end of the day.
Yeah, I heard you give them a break in the weekend and whatnot. They're allowed to chill. Also, I was gonna say, I also heard you said that something as simple as actually cleaning your house every day at a certain time also can help. That is interesting. I never heard that before.
Yeah, honestly, like just moving on a day-to-day really, really helps. Like, when I was doing my competition prep, the way I structured my routine is that, I'd get out for steps and I would clean my house, because in the motion of cleaning my house, I'm actually racking up steps, I'm moving, and that burns actually a lot of calories throughout the day. So at the end of the day, you're burning calories without even hitting the gym.
Yeah.
So just kind of like moving more, instead of just kind of like laying in your bed all day watching Netflix it's kind of what's needed. Yeah.
All right, now before we talk about the book, let's talk about the diet, calories and whatnot. So how is it? Sometimes I'll hear people say, like, a fitness instructor would basically be like, yeah, you can eat this, but you just have to eat it in moderation. Well, like, for example, so let's say I'm addicted to Ben & Jerry's. I'm not, by the way, guys, but let's say I'm addicted to Ben & Jerry's. Is it true? Like, fitness instructors be saying, yeah, you can eat it. You just have to eat it in moderation. See, whereas you would advise, or would you advise the person to just cut it out?
Yeah, it depends on the person, right? Some of my clients, I would say, yeah, go ahead and do it, eat it with moderation, because they have that control.
Oh.
Some of my clients, I would say, just stay away.
Because they don't have self-control.
For this period of time, when you're dieting and you're trying to lose body fat, because you have 1 scoop or 2 scoops, you're going to want to eat the whole tub, right? So it all depends on the person, right? The way I go about things is, like, if it fits your macros. Like, during my competition prep, I would have Ben & Jerry's, I'd have ice cream, I'd have treats, but I have the self-control to be able to just have what it is within my calorie target. So it all depends on the person.
Okay.
And if it's a case that, you still want those sweet treats, you're a massive foodie, there's always healthier options that taste just as nice. Kind of homemade recipes that I commonly give to my clients, and like, wow, okay, this actually tastes like ice cream.
I've heard a lot of your clients go, the food tastes nice, and I'm like,
good.
oh, interesting. Now, okay, so let's go right into the book. So, how did this idea come up? What made you decide? I like the name though. Strong Roots.
Yeah.
I like it. It's straight to the point. How did you come up with the idea that what I wanna make this recipe book that has to do with African? Because it was also funny. One of your clients was actually complaining about African food and how it's got so much calories and whatnot. You can't control it. And I remember, I think that same week you announced it, and I was like, "Wait, what's going on here?"
Yeah. So like I've been thinking about this idea for a couple of years now, and it stemmed from an episode of Operation Transformation. I don't know if you know that TV series. It's an Irish TV series where they bring on people and try to get them to lose weight based on kind of like the European diet. And they had Susanna, who's an Irish African woman, on. And the way they tailored her nutrition was like
So she was going there to lose weight.
Exactly. Yeah. They kind of gave her kind of a European-based diet, like bagels in the morning. Lunch, you had like kind of like the rice and chicken, but she kept on going back to the jollof rice that she'd cook, and she'd just go to the pot. They were always wondering why she wasn't losing weight, but
she probably didn't tell them she was munching the jollof.
Yeah. Like it kind of stemmed from them, because like it's actually quite easy to find this information, right? But you need to have the eye for it. You need to know how to calculate macros. You need to know the nutritional value of certain foods and how to make it in a smart way. So, since then I was kind of looking for a collaboration, kind of linking up with a chef, because, I grew up African, but like when it comes to actually making jollof rice, I'm useless. But
I don't think anyone could be as good as, I've come to the conclusion that no one's jollof is the best. It's just down to your taste buds.
Exactly. So I linked up with Mama She, and
shout out to Mama She. She's doing a thing.
Yeah, I had a few meetings with her just to chat about the idea, and she really loved it. So we started working on the book, I think 2022, just kind of getting recipes together, seeing the market out there, if this book is already existing, if anybody has done this before. And it wasn't done before, so I was like, okay, let's jump on it. So, months and months of research of, making sure that I have the nutritional value of these things correct. And, we released the book, and it's doing well.
Yeah. You know what? Like I said in some of the, obviously, what you get in the book, the 14 authentic African food recipes and whatnot. But now in the calorie calculator, so you're counting calories of African food. Yeah. I once heard a rumor that you can't count the calories in palm oil. Is it palm? Yeah, the red oil.
Yeah, palm oil. Yeah. It is possible. You can count the calories in anything. Much. It's just that people just don't know where to get that information from, and the most accurate information. But you kind of need a health and fitness and nutritional professional to see that. Okay, that is right. That makes sense. And that's what you get with this book. Like this book is not only like a fitness recipe book, but it pretty much details what I do for my clients in terms of calculating their calories and what they need to be able to lose body fat, gain muscle, but using the African meals. And that's that's something that a lot of people struggle with. And when I started taking on clients, because the majority of my clients are from African descent, and that's one issue that they always had. So I was like, okay,
rice was very hard to get rid of. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Just by the way, just asking, African bread, is that in the book or so? No.
African bread is not in the book, unfortunately. It's
so
not there.
No.
It's not there.
Guys, you've heard it.
It's not a no.
Is it? We can have the African bread.
There is a volume 2 and 3 coming, so just wait on that.
Guys, listen, there's a volume 2 and 3. Maybe the African book is gonna make an appearance in that one. But like the reason why I asked is before, like I'm someone who I say I struggle with my diet plan. I'm bad at making. I struggle with cooking.
Yeah.
So, anything. And then I think there's I can't remember the name of the company, but where they basically send you prepped meals. It didn't work for me because it wasn't really stuff I'd eat,
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? This is actually, it's a lesson for me also. I'm getting some information right here, I'm definitely going to cop the book to see if I can't make African food though. So I don't know, maybe I'm going to have to get the book and give it to my missus and say, just follow the descriptions. No, I'm happy it's good to have a man, of African descent and like actually, making this book. Are you, obviously because, in the gym and all that, you also have to be good at, cooking your meals. Are you, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to rate your cooking skills.
Oh, I can throw down. I would say a solid 9. My partner's right in front of me now. She's laughing.
Is that true? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, okay. That's good.
A solid 9.
You're a strong one.
Yeah,
I'm a solid 2.
I can chef it up. But cop this book and it'll teach you how to prepare all these meals.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I'm gonna get the book, and I definitely know it's gonna work because loads of people. You know, your testimony is all over the scene. Everyone's been talking about it. So where can people get this book?
So this book is available on Amazon and also available on an independent website, which you can get the link to from my Instagram. So go check that out. So you might get a little price drop on that website. Check it out.
Guys, check out his Instagram. You can get the book at a discount rate. Yeah, and his Instagram is YEMZ, which is YEMZ_fitness_IRE. Listen, bro, we want to say a big thank you for coming in to hang out with us in the show. You know, but before we let you go, there's one more thing we also want to ask you.
Okay.
So, what's the last song that you listened to today before coming here? Or your last favorite tune? And so, you could pick one. Your last, like, your favorite tune of the moment, or the last song you listened to before coming here?
Oh, you put me on the spot.
All right, so what's the last one song you can remember that you heard recently?
You know what? I actually don't remember the name of it, but it's a new song from Plantain Papi's new project.
Shout out to Plantain Papi. Yeah, he's doing a thing. He's also got a show coming up soon in the summer. And also now, you know, before we let you go, I gotta ask one question because you posted a video today. I think you were doing the leg squats or what's it called? Is that what's it called?
Yeah.
So my question is, what is it with people? Not directed to you, by the way, but in the gym, right? A lot of people tend to do the sound. You know, my question is, does it actually have an effect on the workout?
You know what? Like, for me, it does. Like, when I'm in the gym, like, I'm just an animal. Like, people who know me, I'm a very gentle, quiet guy. But when I get into the gym, I go
the beast comes
like
out,
crazy. And it's like, it's just that outlet. Like, it's, you know, when that weight is heavy and when you're struggling, when you just like kind of make that noise, it allows you actually to complete that rep to failure. So it's just natural.
The reason why I ask is I think it's natural for certain people, and I feel like some people add auto-tune to theirs.
Some people's forced.
You know what I'm going. What's going on, brother? Like, you know, you're moving like you're carrying the whole gym. Like I said, I want to say a big thank you to you for coming on the show, and we're looking forward to you coming back. Maybe also we're gonna be looking forward to your next open workout. I feel like you need to do an open workout to everyone, not just your members.
Because
a lot of people that are just members from the outside, we weren't feeling the love when we saw that thing. We said, "What is going on here? Why didn't everyone get an invite?"
A lot of people reach out to me being like, "Oh, where can I get involved?" So
you should turn it into an event. I feel like that's something we're looking forward to. Get a DJ, the whole gym, everyone. I also feel like it's also gonna help people ease themselves into going into the gym.
Of course.
It's
coming.
I want to say a big thank you. Anyway, guys, don't touch that dial. We're gonna be back with more tunes, but we want to say a big thank you to YEMZ.